What's up, guys? I just wanted to make this interesting video of, what does it take to actually become, I don't know, successful? People ask me. I'm not really a successful person. I don't say. I just have some cool stuff, maybe from a materialistic standpoint. But, I think, honestly, I think in life, to be successful, it doesn't matter about the things that you have. I honestly think that a lot of people right now, I know it's January and they're making their New Year's resolutions and they're like, oh my gosh, this New Year's resolution, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna try this. But honestly, if you don't change something today, it doesn't matter. You don't need a set date to actually change something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need an actual set date to actually make a change and actually do something in life. Because if you need a date, January 1st, for you to actually change and want to do something with yourself, that's not enough commitment. That's not enough of a why. That's not enough of a actual motivation to give you the discipline that you need to actually go ahead and do something and accomplish something, whether if that's a business, whether if that's a career, whether if that's your marriage, whether if that's your relationship, your friendships, whatever the case may actually be. That is not enough for you. And it will never be enough for you because it is not something that's actually sustainable for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, to find something that's sustainable for a long period of time. It's like, for example, when you have somebody, going to the doctor and they're like, you're going to have wow, that car sounds amazing, whatever that is. You have somebody that's, you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you, hey, do you want to have kids one day? Do you want to be able to see them get married, graduate high school, graduate college? The way you're going right now in life with your health and your decision making and your nutrition and your diet and the way you're working out, or if you're not working out, you're never going to be able to actually accomplish that if you actually don't go ahead and do something and take charge of your life now. So it's like this interesting concept of, like, people are always like, what does it take to be successful? What does it take to do this, do that, do this? I'm in the software world. I just do shit on computers. So when I think about it, I've been fortunate enough to kind of live anywhere I want to live, work anywhere I want to work, and make a income that's, more than the average person, I guess you could say, to be able to afford some of the luxuries and fun parts of life. But when you actually think about it, what success is in life, it's your relationships. It's with the people that you hang out with. It's the people that you talk to. It's the people that love and care about you, right? And you have to really go ahead and audit and be like, are the relationships that I have and the people that I'm around going to help me get to where I want to be in life? You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to get married and have kids and you're with somebody that doesn't, or you're with somebody that, isn't the right partner or the right fit, or they're making you feel a certain way, you probably should reevaluate some of those relationships, because I've been through stuff like that, where I've been with people where I didn't have that connection. I didn't feel like I wanted to be with them, right? Like, I didn't feel like I wanted to actually go ahead and make the commitment. So then I started understanding, like, you have to realize and have those conversations with yourself. Like, how am I going to do, what am I going to do in life, and how am I going to do it? And what is it ultimately going to give me in terms of my dreams, my personal accomplishments, my goals that I have set for myself? Because a lot of people get into relationships, friendships, people that they hang out with, where they belittle them and they make them feel like they're not good enough. They make them feel like they're not enough for themselves. So that ultimately puts them in a position of, they're making somebody else's opinion become their own reality, which isn't even necessarily true. And there's this saying that I've heard, I don't know where I heard it before, but as kids, we're taught anything is possible. The trick is to never forget, which is so true, because you are a product of your environment, essentially. Because when you're a kid, you can be an astronaut, you can be a president, you can be anything you want in life. And then all of a sudden, your environment, you become a product of your environment. Your environment starts telling you that you can't do this, that you can't do that you can't become a president, you can't become an astronaut, you can't become a race car driver. So then you start believing your environment, and then you eventually mold into your environment, which is nobody's. You eventually become a nobody because you're listening to nobodies. So if you want to break curses, if you want to fucking go somewhere in life, if you want to do something that is outside the norm, it's hard to believe, like, if you go into your car park or your garages, like at your university or your school, for example, and you go into your university or school and you look at the teachers that are teaching you, and you go into the parking lot. I know this is a material comparison, but it is what it is. You go into the parking lot and you look at the cars that they're driving. Is that shit that you actually want to drive? Is that place that you actually want to be? The people that you're actually learning from in the world today, are these the actual people that are going to be able to give you the advice that you need and want and actually are craving for, that are actually successful themselves, that actually have good relationships themselves, that actually have good marriages themselves, good businesses themselves, good financial fucking stability themselves? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. And then you have to go ahead and ask these questions to the person that you're with. Is this the person that I see helping me raise my kids? Is this the person that I see being a good business partner? Is this the person that I see being a good friend? Is this the person that I can trust and rely on when things hit the fan? These are all questions that you have to ask yourself in order to actually make a change in life. But anyways, I wanted to make this video just because the comments and the Instagram messages I get from people that are lost, confused, and are very unsure about where they want to be in life, this is something that might actually help you. And here's the thing, there's a lot of people that want to start shit and do shit in life, but you can't, everyone knows when you're giving off a facade, or when you haven't worked on yourself, when you haven't done anything yourself to actually become successful. And I'm not even talking success in a monetary standpoint. I'm literally just talking about success from a standpoint of personal development, growth, and your social fucking skills. Because this shit right now is out of the water with social skills. There's people out here that are going to school that are kids that are in their early 20s, and they can't even have a conversation with somebody in person. They can't even go out on an interview. They can't even speak without getting lost in their own thoughts or stuttering and being so confused because they have no social skills. So work on your social skills, get a sales job. That's what I always tell everybody. Get a sales job, work on your social skills, get used to being rejected, get used to building rebuttals, get used to understanding and thinking on your feet. That ultimately builds the street smart, right? Because your whole life is a sales pitch and everything is a compromise. I always say this, your whole life is a sales pitch and everything's a compromise. You're selling yourself when you're talking to the girl at the bar. You're selling yourself when you're talking to the person that's interviewing you for the job, or you walking in for the job, or your first time talking to somebody on a Zoom call, whatever it may be. You're selling yourself in every scenario in life. When you're going to go buy the car and you're negotiating with the dealer, when you're going to go buy from a private party, whether you're going to go buy whatever it is you're going to go buy, do your house, your realtor, it doesn't matter. Your relationships, everything is a sales pitch, everything is a compromise. It all comes down to communication. So if you're stuck and you're not sure where to go in life, go get a sales job. Go understand yourself, be a better communicator, because these are all things that you're going to need. Opportunities only come from other people, and that requires relationship, communication, and those skills that I just mentioned. But anyways, it's Friday, and I hope everyone has a good weekend. And if this helped you, great. If not, it's all good too. But anyways, see you later. Peace out.